Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. My name is David Pendleton, and we're going to be covering the rookie level Palm Tree Open Tournament. This is going to be the opening round, and it's going to be the front 9 holes. Very excited to show the replays with you because we have replays here. They're going to show you a path to a minus 18 front 9. Now, my scorecard is not a minus 18. I'm sitting here at a minus 15. But, when we take a look at what I have, hole 1, hole 2, hole 3, hole 4, hole 5, hole 6, hole 7, all eagles. Hole 8 is a birdie, and then hole 9, I picked up an albatross on both of my accounts. Now, you might be saying, why does it say minus 18 if you shot a minus 15? Well, that's because I hit some shots on one account that I didn't hit on the other, and I also practiced a couple par 3s that I was able to pick up hole-in-ones on. But of course, when it got to the real deal, I might have hit a great shot or just slightly left it at pin. But regardless, I think this is going to be really helpful for everybody. I do hope that you become a subscriber. That would be really awesome. We're getting close to 4,000. I think we're about 90 subscribers away. So if you guys could help me get there, share the channel with your clans, with your friends, family, whoever plays Golf Clash. Let them know about the channel. And secondly, hit a thumbs up if you liked the video. All right, hole number 1. We are going to go ahead and play here with the Kingmaker. And we're simply doing that just to reduce the wind. I would say we're going to go ahead and play with the Big Topper as well. And the reason that I'm playing with the Big Topper this time is because of a little bit of headwind. You see just a flicker, and I really want to get a lot of distance. Now, if I can get a lot of distance, then I'm going to be in thorn range for shot number 2. And to me, that's the most important thing when it comes to this hole, is getting in that thorn range. You're going to see here that we do get 332 yards, which is good. I know that's going to be good enough to get where we need to be. As you see here, I'm able to play this one 20% at mid. And yes, that number is correct, 20% at mid. So you should see me pull this about 1.2 rings. I know it seems like a big elevation, but you have to keep in mind that when we're playing with the thorn, as you start to mess with elevation, the ring pull doesn't move too much. But if we don't pull this one accurately, we are going to miss to the right-hand side. But the good news is we do hit perfect. We do adjust properly, and I found the adjustment through practice. I played one practice hole, missed a shot to the right. You can see there here that even with a 20% adjustment, I still do come in on the right-hand side of the cup. So this wind and the way the ball bounces off the fairway there does kick you to the right-hand side. Hole number 2, I'll show you how to play it with 2 different drivers. That's going to depend on, the strength of your club. Obviously, me here with an extra mile 8, I'm pretty powerful. I'm just trying to go down the middle of the fairway with max top and 1 side spin to the left. I'm sorry, max top, 2 side spin to the left. You can see here I've got my orange ring right up on the rough line, ball guideline going down the middle of the fairway. Really nothing special to see here on the pool. Perfect ball. And we move this thing up nicely, okay? Now, if you don't have an extra mile like that, but you'd still like to easily clear the gap, might I suggest you go with a Big Topper. Big Topper is going to be a good club in this situation. Again, max top, 2 left. Now here, I'm pretty much at maximum distance of my Big Topper, but again, ball guideline going down the middle. The biggest thing that we have to be careful of is to make sure we don't accidentally roll to the right-hand side of this rough. But another perfect ball, and we do get there very nicely. That's why I would say, you might need to move your target over a little bit more to the left, especially if sometimes you hit a great right, because a great right would put us in the right-hand rough there on this hole. Now, that's going to leave us here for shot number 2. Shot number 2, we're going to be playing 10% at max. This shot's really not good. I do go with max backspin, max side spin to the left. You can kind of see where I'm aiming here. But like I said, I don't really do a good job on this shot. It's pretty far off. But anyways, you know, that's eagle on hole 1, eagle on hole 2. We pick up a hole in 1 here on hole 3. This is one that I hit a couple times in practice, but I could not get it to fall on the real deal. As a matter of fact, I hit a great ball to the left on one of my accounts, and I got stuck in the sand. I actually picked up a par on this hole, so let's hope that doesn't come back to bite me. It probably will. But regardless, you know, we do need to hit perfect. This is a shot that was played by The Rock in the opening round. I found out about it during one of my live streams, so I appreciate the shot, sir. It is 5% at maximum distance of our club. We're going to start with 3 bars of left side spin, 1.9 back. Make sure you do not underpower this shot, okay? This ball does seem to be coming in on the right-hand side of the cup. So if you aim dead center, there is a chance that you will miss right. But it's very difficult to move your ball guide line any more over to the left. So that's hole number 3. Again, that's a dangerous shot, I believe. But what I would say, you know, is just to make sure that you hit perfect. If you don't want to gamble, then you can always do the bounce over shot, okay? Hole number 4, very simple. I'm playing with a katana here. You could absolutely play with a kingmaker. A kingmaker would give you more power, okay? And it would give you less wind resistance. Now, at the end of the day, we can easily make this with a katana, so you don't need to waste a kingmaker. But we're going to go max back, max right. The only weird thing about this hole is when you go to adjust your rings, you have to get really high up at the camera angle. You see here, I went with just a tad of overpower. Just a click. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot, but it was there just by a little bit. But we do get right here, you know, close to the pin, or not close to the pin, but close enough to the pin to get us a very simple putt for an eagle. So that's your eagles on your first 4 holes. This is another one that's kind of driving me mad because on practice here, you're going to see I'm playing myself on practice. I went double hole in 1 right off the bat. So double hole in 1 right off the bat. Here's what our spin adjustment looks like. I set my spin first, 3 bars of side spin to the left, 3 bars of top. This one looks like 2.9. I think I did 3 on the other. Either way, the ball comes in a really nice speed. You can see there my yellow ring is right up on the rough line. Ball guide line going right to the pin. So as you can see here with the perfect ball, we hit the rough, we're dead center. We smack the pin. So here's my other account. Like I said, played against myself. Double hole in 1. 3 top, 3 left. Set it up. Yellow ring right there by the rough line. Ball guide line going to the hole. Now, I would say the difference here is I got hit with a little bit stronger wind on when I actually went to play the hole, right, for real. So, and I just barely missed to the right-hand side. But you can see here, again, only 2.2 mile per hour. That's about as low as it gets. But 2 hole-in-ones for you to take a look at, so that's a nice-looking shot. And we will go on to hole number 6. Hole number 6 is another eagle. So if you're following along, this will be minus 12 through the first 6 holes. Here, we're going with a berserker. And this is normally how I play this hole, just because I hate this hole. And that's just the truth. This hole has given me problems in tournaments past when it comes to shot number 2. So for here, we can take a berserker. And for me, you know, even if you get stuck in the rough, the power 5 ball is going to give you plenty of power to get to the green. Now here I got a lucky roll. You know, I stayed on the fairway. But you're going to see that we get so much distance, we're able to take this shot with the Goliath, and it's almost at minimum distance, but I went ahead and played it at mid. So that power 5 ball gives us a lot of options on this hole. If you're not comfortable playing this way, you can always flip over really quick to my rookie qualifying round walkthrough. On the qualifying round, I gave you a very non-aggressive shot and a way to play this hole regardless of the wind angle. So this is going to be played with a quarterback, and it's going to be played with a guardian. You can play it with a big dog. You can play it with a cataclysm. You can play it with whatever club that you like the most. But I do recommend making sure that you bring a powerful wood club for shot number 2 if you're going to lay up with our quarterback shot. All right. This is another hole in which we pick up a hole-in-one on. This one is in practice mode, but it's the same wind angle. And unfortunately, I hit a great ball on one account when it mattered, and then I hit a perfect ball on my other and rolled the pin. But here's what I'm going to show you as far as the setup goes. We're going to go 4 back, and this is 25% at max of the backbone. 4 back, absolutely no side spin. Now, this is going to be a weird landing spot, but this is just the way that this green kicks. Not this green. This green, sorry. The fringe and the green kick you to the right-hand side. If you notice, after my spin adjustment, take a look at the very end of my ball guideline here, in which I zoom in on. It is 1 green square short of the pin and kind of aiming there in the bottom left-hand corner of that green square. Hopefully that makes sense. But you're going to see here that with that landing position, we do make our 25% pull at max. We get that ball to drop in dead center for a hole-in-one. So that's going to give you a pretty good reference point for you to try and get that one duplicated. So you see here the first 7 holes, my all eagles. Hole number 8, the only eagle that I don't pick up. Now, we do have tailwind, so we're going for it. Here, I'm going to be using a Titan. I do switch this out for a Titan just because I do want more of a tailwind. Now, if you have lower level clubs, you could, of course, just lay up on this middle fairway if you wanted to. Or you could use a berserker. If you're good at saving your berserkers for tournaments, then this is a great hole to take a berserker on. This drive that I'm showing you is not easy to pull off. But we do get it, we kick it up, and we're good to go. This is going to leave us for an excellent opportunity to drop an eagle on a hole that's hard to get an eagle on. Now, if you're looking at this shot on this drive, you're like, oh man, I don't want to play that, or I don't have the club strength to play it. You have so many options on this hole. You can take a look at where my target is right now, where the game starts you off. You could easily lay up on the right-hand side and then take a shot to pin. You could go over to the left-hand side as well and play that little double fairway there with the sand trap in the middle. You could definitely go that way. Again, that's in the qualifying round video that I put up on Monday. Or you could just go for a home run like I did and give yourself a thorn opportunity to get this one in the hole. You really need to check your own distance of your club. Here, I'm really caught between like mid and max, but I went ahead and played it at mid. And I would say the hardest part here is just getting the spin adjustment correct. Because you don't want to play too close to this rough line, I should say. So for me, I settle on 4 bars of backspin. I make my pull here 10% at mid, and you're going to see that I barely miss this one to the right-hand side. It comes oh so close to getting in the hole. That would have been really nice. So what do we learn from this? We learned that we might just want to offset this one a little bit to the left-hand side of the hole. We are getting almost a perfect crosswind, tailwind pushing from left to right, and that's exactly where we miss, is to the right-hand side. So again, a slight offset might do us good. Hole number 9, everybody, please take a moment there. Hit that thumbs up. Please do that for me. Hole number 9. Must be a really good chance for an albatross because I did a double albatross. I don't practice any par fives. I only practice a par four if I have a short chip-in shot. But so this one was just the first look, and it worked out really nicely. So here you're going to see we hit a perfect ball. The drive is pretty easy as far as this goes. I would copy my spin, and I would copy my target of where I start this drive off at because I want you on the same part of the fairway. But I guess ultimately maybe it doesn't matter now that I look at it because you can see here there's both my icons. My other account did get further up the fairway and even more on the left-hand side. But I did play it the exact same way, which you're going to see 4 bars of backspin was really nice. We're getting that push again. We're getting a tailwind push from left to right, just like we were on the last hole. So here, you're going to see me aim. After my spin, the end of my ball guideline is in that light green square, definitely favoring the right-hand side of it. So it's not in the corner of the light green square, but it's almost. I would say this ball guideline is aiming at the pin, but maybe just slightly left-hand side of the flagstick. Here I'm playing the win 1 for 1. 3.5 equals 3.5 rings. And of course, hit perfect. Now we do fire off a perfect ball, and we do sneak that win on the right-hand side of the cup, even though we might have slightly been aiming onto the left. So here, this one is less mile per hour on the wind. But you're going to see here 4 bars of backspin. Ultimately, I was trying to find that same landing position. Now, because the wind is 0.5 mile per hour less, on this shot, if I copy the landing position, theoretically, I shouldn't come into the right-hand side of the pin. I should come in more center because I'm not getting as much of a wind push. And that's always something to keep in mind if you're watching me drop shots or come close to drop shots. That mile per hour, you might need to move here or move there just slightly. But exactly like I said, we do come in more center. Hey, that is the front 9. I'm going to start working on the back 9 once this gets uploaded. Please hit a thumbs up. Please let me know in the comments how you do, and best of luck, everybody.